good evening. I am Mommy Ann on the go, Coach Anne Marie Empanado Wilson in all my social media platform. Hello, hello everyone. How are you all doing? I am very much grateful for today. It's actually late night here in Maryland, USA. 10 p.m. EST, but I am just so happy that I'm able to reconnect with one of the organizers in our business convention there in Australia a couple of months, literally a couple of months ago. I am very happy to introduce to you one of the best business partners out there down under. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I will let her introduce herself. Please help me welcome Coach Leanne.
Ooh,
Woo!
I'm so glad that you stayed up for me. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia. Hi, everybody. My name's Leanne. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I had just had my 6th anniversary in this business,
Woo!
and I'm a mom, a foster mom. I was a pediatric cardiac nurse here in Sydney.
Mhm.
Self-retired to become a full-time foster mom, and I'm a grandmother, loving the grandmama life. And yeah, and I do this business now permanently. I love this business. And like Anne-Marie said, I had the great fortune of meeting Anne-Marie. And can I tell you that she's my inspiration. I love what she shares in our business community. And I think it's going to be a fun moment today. Thanks for having me, Anne-Marie.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for saying yes, even if our schedules are going crazy. I know so many challenges happen in your life, whatever is happening
Yeah.
there. Sorry for the loss of the family member.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, since, was it April when we were there? April, right? Or March? I can't even remember.
No, April. Yeah, April.
Since April, how has life been in there?
Oh my goodness. It's just been, yeah, like you said, a lot of family things have come up. And, but it's just been amazing as well. I just love the fact that even though we were in Melbourne, we were able to come back to Sydney and then connect with you guys a little bit more, take some of our speakers to the zoo, and that was a lot of fun. But Emery was busy. She was sightseeing, like catching the views on that day. But it's so good to be able to connect now. Now is, that's the cool thing. We can connect face to face or online. We still feel like we're just neighbors. So that's wonderful. Even though I'm in Australia, you're in the USA. Incredible. But yeah, life is full. Life is definitely full and full of possibilities, I say. Just watching my words, the words that I choose, I can say, gee, my life is busy, or I can say, gee, my life has been so productive.
That's
So
right.
that's,
Definitely.
that's all that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I am trying to share in my Facebook page. I don't know if I am. Sometimes it's public, sometimes it's private. You know what? I'm going to stop doodling in there. But I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for saying yes. I know you have introduced yourself. You are in Australia, you're in Melbourne. And by the way, those that are watching us live, please, please, please comment so we could give you a shout out. I know we are live in both our pages. Say hello. The goal really to do this is just to inspire all of you. And if you do have questions with regards to the business, shoot it in the comment section as well. We are going to try our best to answer that. And without further ado, I was about to say, where is my question tab? How do
You
you
know, it's live TV and we're real people, guys.
know? I mean, that's not the question I wanted to ask, but maybe I got it erased, but I have a few other questions. But hey, 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 do we have viewers? Hello, hello from all parts of the world. We have Norna Fernandez. Hello, hello, hello. We have Teacher Addie. Please share this live stream to our
Guys.
fellow business partners as well as in our group chats. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. It's
Awesome.
not there, but my first question, let's get into it. My
Yeah.
first question is what really inspired you to start a business? I know you're a mom, you're a grandma, and you're a nurse. Now you're retired, but what inspired you to start this kind of digital business, as well as we always would say, what's your why? Who are your why that back you up in starting something different from what you totally do?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, when I found this business, I was super busy. I was foster mom of a child with high needs, going to therapy sessions, all sorts of appointments related to her recovery from brain injury. And I was thinking, like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is all fine and good. We're cruising along, life is busy, just thinking of what's next all the time, what's next. And then a thought came to me was, well, what happens to her when we're not able to do this for her, right? What have we got in place for her? So that was in the back of my mind. I came across an ad from Amy Ting in Canada, would you believe? I'm in Australia. She's in Canada. But she was at the park with her kids, and she was talking about the founders setting up a program that everyday people could run a digital business with the support of a business community and step-by-step training. And I thought, well, okay, that's great. It ticks off the fact that, I don't know what I need to do for a digital business. Could that be a possibility of I could teach, the support workers to run the business for Ange when she's older?
Yeah.
And she was saying that she was able to run a successful business and then have time for her children in the times that mattered to them. She could be there for her kids. And I thought, well, that could be good. I'll just replace the time that I scroll, to work on a business online. So that's what intrigued me. I really wanted to set something up, and I knew that the normal 9 to 5 wasn't going to work because life changes really quickly in the Hurren house. My husband's also an emergency nurse, and his schedule is all over the place. And when he's not working, we want to spend time together. We want to travel. We want to explore. He loves photography. He's a musician. I've got music and art in my background as well, and we want to, live life fully. And I don't want to be married to another business 9 to 5 where I have to be there all the time. I need that flexibility for our goals. So, and this just ticked all the boxes for us. So I was like, let's have a closer look, and that's what we did. And 6 years later, I'm here.
Wow, that's really amazing. So I was just really thinking of, you were already very busy with your life. You are, oh, starting a new business. I bet like any others that are looking and watching us or be watching the replay will be thinking, oh my goodness, I could not do that. In your end, what were your challenges and how did you overcome those?
Yeah, great question. Something that really stuck out to me is the saying, if nothing changes, no thing changes. And I knew that if I had to do something, anything, I had to do something different to what I was doing to get a different result. So that really prompted me to just get out of my comfort zone a little bit more. So that I was limited with what I could do being a foster mama, for her particular story, but I have a story. And I think, I had to just get out of my comfort zone, do something different with the end goal in mind. So that's been a bit of a journey for me. Overcoming that situation is just, I had to face my own limitations, I guess you could say.
Right.
I was a shy person. I was concerned for our privacy of the family as well. So there was things that I needed to just look at the reality of the situation, and it really helped me to get present, really present with what I was doing in my life, my own goals, my own dreams for my own self. I'd lost all those, Anne-Marie. I'd lost myself in that role of being a mama, a
Yeah.
foster mama, a grandmother, a wife, and I'd put myself last, well and truly last. So I had to learn how to bring Leanne back and, look at what goals I had for myself. And this business has given that all back to me, which is great.
That's really amazing because most of the things, especially I got so attracted with this business from my mentor and then my coach, and then we actually went to Miami. I have a few of the business partners that actually are my friends now that here in the business. And what I really got from them, the stories that I got from them is that women empowerment, when women are getting so busy and busy and busy with life, and we're left just like what you said, we're left with deciding to be the, not even deciding, we don't have the option, but really to be the last in all of the priorities that we have to do. Like, I'm a mom
Yeah,
first, I'm a nurse next, I'm a grandma this and this and that. What about me? And I like that you mentioned that when you found this business, that's empowering, because now you would be like,
yeah,
wait, I have decided to do this business for myself.
yeah.
And
It
now
was
that
a
you,
mess.
yes,
Yeah,
now that you could travel and you could do things of your own, and you were like, yes, this is what I wanted. And it's fair and square now. I don't just work, work, work. It's time for us to really also, do the things that we love to do. We might not really
yeah,
spend, 20 hours out of the 24s to ourselves, yet we knew we had given time to ourselves, a little time to even watching a free webinar, right? It's a
yeah,
90-minute webinar, and just to sit there unbothered by other things happening, that is something really good. Like, oh, I'm learning something. It's self-love to learn something for ourselves, right? And you've
yeah,
mentioned that you're a foster, I don't know if we could talk about it, but that's really highly of you to really foster somebody, take care of somebody, not even of your blood, to really take care of them. And I know you have a very good heart, you have an amazing heart. Yet that takes a lot of time. Yet that takes definitely a lot of time.
yeah,
So I just wonder if, taking care, I know it doesn't, not starting a business and then doing all this with all the other things that you were doing would just magically just disappear and say, hey, I have a business. All this situation is gone now. My next question would lead to that. What is the system or the tools that were game changers in your daily operation? May it be before, may it be right now. Like, how can you say that our viewers can watch us and say, oh, that kind of business, that's manageable? Yeah. And what are
yeah.
the tools that are game changers for you?
Do you know what I think? Game changing, um, the community. Learning to ask the right questions to get the result that you're after, and to um, understand what you need to do to get the income producing activities happening for your life, right?
Mhm.
So when I first started, I really didn't even know how to ask a question. I was like a nurse, right? I was nurse mentality. I will do it. I'll just find it out. I'm a detective. I can do this. I can make it happen. Wrong attitude to come into for a digital business community when there's so many people to help you to make life easier and to really enjoy the situation. So what I learned from being in connected to the community, connected to the education system, the regular masterminds and things, was to guard my time, to prioritize my time. So there are obviously some things, as a mother and a foster mom, that your time, you are stretched, right? But what I learned to do is replace those little pockets of time where I might be sitting on the couch doing Netflix, watching binge, watching a show. Instead, I could use that time wisely to actually connect with people from the community. And I was actually, after a while, I realized those connections were um, filling up my love tank. I
Yeah.
had more to give to others
I like
because
that. Mhm.
people were giving into my life, and I was growing as a person. I was learning how to communicate. I was learning how to use a spreadsheet. Uh, I was learning how to use what are those things called? A calendar,
Yeah.
to actually put things down in front of me. So it was getting it all out of my head onto paper. I had more space,
Mhm.
and I actually found time
Mm,
because I learned the skills to create time,
I
if
like
that
that.
makes sense.
I like
So
that.
it's just self-development,
Mhm.
and that beautiful saying that you hang around people and you become like them.
Correct.
And you hanging around millionaires,
You'll be the
you're
next one.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So you're learning the skills, and I want to be in that environment. I want to be where the positivities are louder than the negatives in my life.
Yeah, I like that because it feels like you mentioned that you replaced your scrolling time to of nonsense scrolling or
Yeah.
watching something Netflix to now something you learn and you actually develop your own. You actually had changed your way of thinking as well as you looking for pockets of time to really be connected with the community. And I like that because
Yeah.
honestly, that is how we really value life. That is the quality of life rather than just not, you know what I mean? Like just a
Yeah.
stall,
Absolutely.
just like a wall on the side of something. Now you have value. And I love that because I have found that in the business as well. And just like you, I'm so in love with the community that we have, not just
Oh
in the
my God.
team that we have, but how we can explore out there. And really we have the best community out there. When I started this business, Lee, and I know you started way ahead of me, there were only 75,000 all over the world, and right now, believe it or not, we are a quarter of a million already. And it's impossible not to see at least one person from there that you get so inspired with, and to finally really saying that, hey, yeah, this person is also this, but this person's this as well, but I could communicate with them and they responded to me. At first, those high earners before, I tell you, I tried to reach out. I was bold enough to reach out to them and ask them for interviews. A few of them said yes. A few of them obviously didn't get a chance to see my message, or because they're very busy. But I'm just very grateful that they are just you know from all walks of lives. They're very much willing to help, and I love that. Speaking of all those that are watching here, I'm still having trouble why I could not share our live, but that's okay. If you're watching, please share it for us. I tell Giza Briggs, hello, hello. My mama is watching
Oh, hello.
Philippines, and I have my business partner, another teacher there in Brooklyn, New York, watching. Thank you, thank
Fantastic.
you, thank you. Now,
Mhm.
speaking of community, we talked about success and all that
Yeah.
before coming in live. Most of the time, people would equate success to nice cars, nice, house, money, and all. My question to you is: you've been here for 6 years. I've been
Yeah.
here for 4 years. Somewhat in our own minds and self and fulfillment in life, we have seen success in our
Mhm.
own way here. For you, how do you define success, and what goes beyond just profit and money that you feel like you are successful in this business?
Oh, that's such a good question. Do you know, I love the ripple effect of this business. And I often talk about the ripple effect. For me, success is seeing somebody that you mentor walk through their journey to success, to overcome. It's the overcome, which is success for me.
Mhm.
And seeing the difference, the sparkle come back in their eye.
Mhm.
You see people, you go through stages when you start your digital business. I sort of think, you go through the stage where you're super excited. You go through that honeymoon period where you're just like, yeah, let's get in and do some action.
Yeah.
And then life tosses you around a little bit. You have to deal with some things, and you have to, do some training, self-development, the way you respond to people, communicate, and all that sort of thing. And you see people going through this journey, but then it comes to the time when they get it. There's like a light that comes on, and then you see them reaching out beyond themselves and helping other people to be the best version of themselves,
Mhm.
as they once had to go through it themselves.
Yeah.
So success for me is seeing the result, the legacy unfolding in front of you,
Mhm.
that that you've had some action in helping that person succeed. That if your little part, whatever part you played in that role, has you can see it. You
Yeah.
can see that you had a part. And for me, that's what success is. It's that legacy.
Oh my goodness, we actually share the same sentiments with that, and I know I
Yeah.
share a little bit of my teammate with you earlier, but a very tangible explanation of the somewhat the same as what you have felt was last 2023 when I had my highest milestone. I walked through the stage in Las Vegas in our convention, right? I was in my beautiful gown. I saw our CEOs and all the ones that inspired me. I was really happy. I was like, over the moon and all that stuff. I was so happy. But then a couple of months after that, we had another convention in Calgary, Canada. And it was then my friend that's in the business that also walked up on the stage. And the feeling was not even just times two, times three. It was a different feeling. I am actually I'm actually having good now because
Yeah.
I was just like the feeling of I was more emotional actually because the
Yeah.
feeling for walking up that stage, it's just like a mom seeing your kid graduating or something. You have
That's
something,
it.
but being a mom, obviously yours that's your responsibility, right? Because that's our bloodline, that's our family. But helping somebody that's not even related to you, right? And letting them also see the beauty of this business, that's very fulfilling. And you're right, for me that's the definition of success, when I already see somebody in my team made it to their goals,
Yeah.
because goals does not only mean money, it also means a lot of self-reflection that they have made through challenges in their lives. So I know some of our business partners will be watching this. I know there is some of them might be going through challenges right now, but just make sure that you're going through it every day. Just keep on pushing because not every day is winter, not all season is just winter. It's going to be some brighter days. It's summer here in the United States, even if it's all about to be winter there in Australia. But definitely there are stages in our life that we could really say that, hey, I'm victorious. So thank you so much for sharing that, Leanne. And another thing that I want to congratulate you was the success of our Melbourne, Australia's Gather and Grow.
Thank you. Yeah.
My goodness, that was the
It's
most,
amazing.
yeah, it was really beautiful. It was really amazing, and how you have worked together. You were not seen on stage, you were not seen on the ground, but you were in the background. You were the ones who really made sure that the event will be successful. I know. I mean, I don't even know how you all did that because Australia is so big as well, and I know you just met a day before that in person. But I've heard you have met. I know you've planned that for more than months
Yeah.
and months.
Yeah. Almost a year.
And we did not even you do not even get paid for that. That's
Mm.
all the time. I'm so happy every time I go to conventions because I don't just see the glitters and glamours of what's out there. I always think of who's the background of this, who's the mind with this one, who's working behind that curtain, who's making sure all the guests are coming in, who's making sure all the PowerPoint presentations are really amazing. So those
Exactly.
people, I really, that's why I said I love the community, because we don't get paid for this, but it gives us a different feeling. It gives us a different feeling that I have done something for the community, and that is part of success for us.
Mm.
So
Absolutely.
congratulations, Leanne. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for doing that. Amazing, as well as the beautiful, amazing pictures of and videos of Scotty. Please tell him, extend my
Oh,
gratitude
I
to
will.
him.
I will.
Thank you. And so, I don't want to hold you so long, but there are a few more questions. I'm sorry.
That's
If
all right.
you give yourself, your beginner self, one piece of advice, what would that be?
Mhm.
I know you've been here for 6 years. I know
Yeah.
business is not that perfect, or you yourself is not perfect. I know I was one of those that are not skeptical, but I could have done more for myself. But on your end, if you are to start over again, what advice or what would you want to change if you are going to start over again?
I would say hold your confidence, even though you're going into something that's really new and you might not feel like you have everything, all the answers that you need, or you might not even feel like you have something of value. Because when you come into some of these community chats, you might think, oh my gosh, they're just amazing. Like you have a bit of a, you're awestruck. Hold your confidence, ask lots and lots of questions because you're in a safe space.
Mhm.
Everybody that is in our community started where you're at, so they understand
Mhm.
that you're going to make it. You might, not say it right, or you might have to say the question a few times to get your point across,
Mhm.
but you're in a safe space. So hold your confidence because you bring a whole lot of life experience in, and you have got something to share and something of value to give to others. So that's probably what I would say, because I think when I came into it, I was a little bit like a kid coming into a candy shop. Like there was just so much,
Yes.
and I love people, but yet I felt a little bit intimidated. And I think I would just say, just be yourself, because that's what we look for. That's how you will succeed. You don't need to be a copy of anybody else, but your just beautiful self. So yeah, that's probably what I would say.
That's amazing. And that's for you. How about if there's going to be somebody else new, very new to this business? What piece of advice would you want to tell them starting in?
Oh my gosh, grab hold of it and run, and just love every second of the moment. It's about the journey. And we really do have an amazing system that teaches you step by step. So don't miss any of the steps. Start from the beginning and just jump on in and grab a hold of the tools that are available for you. Because we've said community, we said that word a lot today, but it really is everything that we say it is. But the training is like top-notch, world-class training from millionaires who teach you how to build a successful business. So why wouldn't you totally devour the training, follow the training, put it into action, and get started?
That's right. That's right. So just a few words to tell your audience. How are they going to reach you if they're interested to start their own business as well, Leanne?
Sure, absolutely. You can go to lifewedesign.com, pop your name and email down, and just respond to the email that is sent to you, because we have learning groups that you can research a little bit more. But just ask me. Here's that question again. Ask me questions, because I love to answer them, and I love to connect with people and help you to get started and to look. And look, Anne-Marie is absolutely amazing. I'll give you a shout out to Anne-Marie. And it has been an absolute pleasure to connect with you here when we were in Melbourne. And you are in very good hands with Anne-Marie. Let me just say that. And I'm super excited to see what's going to happen for our businesses, Anne-Marie, this time next year. It's just amazing. It's an amazing journey.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned about next year. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What are the goals that you're still wanting to achieve, Leanne?
Yeah, I've got lots of goals. This girl's got goals now.
Heaps of goals.
One of my goals is to be able to travel around Australia with my daughter, having supports in place for her. We've got a goal to actually move closer to the beach, or at least a holiday home at the beach, which will have an accessible home, because my daughter's in a wheelchair and needs space. So I'm thinking space, a lot of space. And of course, to have an amazing team of heart-led people who want to change the world. World changes.
Yes.
Because that's what this business can do. It's amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Leanne. Please stick around. I'm going to just say bye to our viewers, but please stick around. I feel like we got cut in our conversation earlier. There are some things that we don't want to expose online. We just want to talk in private, but thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you are here. To everyone that's watching us live, thank you so much for coming in here. If you have seen value in the interview that I have done for Leanne, or you have any other questions, please message us, share this live stream, and we'll definitely answer you. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thanks for having me. Thank
morning,
you.
everyone. We are global, and I am very happy and very grateful that you are here with us today. For those of you who's aiming, who's wanting, who's really needing to get that work for yourself, and you wanted to be your own boss. For those of you who wondered how to crack this online world and how to, earn from this. And for those of you who are looking for extra ways, extra income, you are 1000% on the right place. Thank you so much again, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.